What if I told you that owning less could actually make you feel wealthier than ever? There's a realization I had when I spent time in Europe that completely changed how I think about wealth. Before that, I lived the way a lot of people in modern consumer culture do. Over time, you accumulate things, clothes you barely wear, gadgets you thought you needed, random purchases that slowly fill your home, and none of it feels excessive in the moment. Every purchase seems small and reasonable, but think about it. How much of the stuff you own do you actually use on a daily basis? When I moved abroad, I got rid of a lot of my stuff, and once I moved, I got rid of even more because I witnessed how simply but joyfully and easily Europeans live with much less. I kept only the things I actually used regularly. And at first it felt weird. I'd open a drawer and there just wasn't much there. But after a while, I started noticing something unexpected. Because there wasn't a lot inside my apartment, I naturally found myself spending far less time in it. And so I was spending time outside, meeting friends, sitting in cafes, being in the world instead of constantly managing things in my home. And the few things I did own started to matter more to me too. So, every item I bought had to earn its place. Was it something I really needed? Would I use it constantly? Was it good quality? Would it last? And then something bigger started to happen. My mind changed. When you live in a culture where there's always more to buy, upgrade, or manage, a surprising amount of your attention goes there. You're thinking about the next thing you want, comparing products, rearranging things, wasting your time essentially. When I owned very little, that whole loop just disappeared and there wasn't much to manage. So my attention naturally shifted somewhere else. So instead of thinking what to buy next, I started thinking how I wanted to spend my time. Over time, I felt wealthier than I ever had. Not because I had more stuff, but because my life felt full. There was less time maintaining things and more time actually living. That experience completely changed how I think about wealth. For a lot of people, it's measured by accumulation, but sometimes the fastest path to feeling rich is removing distractions from life so your attention can go toward living. So here's my question for you. Would owning less make your life feel fuller, or would it feel empty? I'd love to hear your thoughts. What would you actually keep if you had to keep only the things that truly you use every day? Comment below.